Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Tonight we're back on GTO stuff. We're putting the air conditioning box back together to go in the GTO and the firewall. Trying to button up the last of the entire firewall stuff and engine bay stuff. I don't have a compressor yet. I've got all the rest of the AC stuff ready to go back in. So tonight I'll show you what I got. I got some new parts, new shell, clean up all the nuts and bolts, putting everything back together. Just wanted to share it with you. Again, please hit that like, subscribe, and please follow and share the videos. Help us grow the channel. And look forward to seeing you guys through this video and into the next ones. So over the last couple of years, I've accumulated 2 sets of shells and parts for the GTO, including all this with the original Harrison radiator stamps, etc. on it. Now this is the one I'm going to use, and I've just cleaned it all out. I don't know why these stains won't come out, but I had it in the sink and blew it out with the blower and got everything cleaned up on it. I'll get a little steel wool on here and tidy it up a little bit more there, but didn't want to hit anything with too abrasive on it. But with that, got the blower motor all cleaned up, got the brackets cleaned up, painted. I put this one on before I started the video. I'm not sure what this is called, some sort of diverter, but I got that all cleaned up and I clear coated it. Clear coated all the bolts, repainted the fan, and this is a new shell I got from Ames. The other one was just kind of crappy looking, and I know it's got this fiberglass look to it, which is probably what it's supposed to have, but I just couldn't put that ugly thing back on there. So we'll get it all back together here, but wanted to share it with you guys. And come along, and I'll fast forward through the silly bits so you don't have to sit there and watch it all, but we're back at it. First things first, we'll get the fan back in, all the ground straps, etc. So there's 5 bolts to hold this on, and the ground strap. This goes to the firewall, ultimately right here. So we'll start getting all these things bolted back together. In the background, we got a little in-car video with a Camaro ZL1 and a C7 Corvette Z06 at Sebring playing in the background. Now I'm sliding the coil in. There's a tray that goes in here, which I'll show you on the other one. Again, this is the original one as it came out of the car, but the new one's got a black tray in it instead of this galvanized piece in there, but I think that's somewhat irrelevant. So we're getting all this back together. You get this slid in here. As you can see here, it's got a stop here to hold it in. One there for the bolt that goes there. And then the end cap goes on. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. I don't have a camera person tonight. But this slides on here. This slides on here like that. So we'll get that on next, and you'll see it come. Now I did have 2 squirrel cages to go on here, and obviously this plastic one's nicer. This one's probably original. However, this one's a lot nicer shape, so I'm going to put that on there. So next we get this back cover on. Some of these screws look like they're at the bottom of the ocean floor. Those are cleaned up. I went and took the wire wheel to them. That's how it started out. It looked like it was at the bottom of the ocean floor. It's like terrible. So figured I better clean those up. Camera's not adjusting in, but anyway, That's what the little delay there was. So we got the bolts all cleaned up. Get these back in. So no, I am not tightening these in with a hammer gun. As you guys know, if you know me, I hate these damn things, but these plastic panels are self-tapping screws. So it takes a little effort to get them in there. So instead of fighting it with the ratchet, I'm just getting them started. They're 3/4 of the way in with that, and I'll put them in the rest of the way with the ratchet. Of course, that is till the battery dies. I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me put in a bunch of screws here, so went in and finished up the last screws, putting in this for this bracket. I don't know the names of some of these things on this. I'm learning as I go up and trying to be very careful taking things apart. That's obviously a sensor for the AC temperature. New fan motor. This is the ground strap, but all fresh bolts. Everything's been freshly painted or clear coated, which I did on all this stuff. And I do have to get some foam for this. I don't think it's a gasket. I couldn't find anything on the internet, so I assume it's some sort of spray-on foam. I'm going to look around at, I got a buddy at Napa that seems to be very helpful on this kind of stuff. There's the inside. I did lube the motor up, put the new squirrel cage in. As you can see, this is all new with the when I bought this whole shroud. Harrison radiator stamp still on the I guess this is the condenser. The evaporator I think's on the front, but anyway, whatever it is, vice versa. Like I said, I don't know much about these things, but everything's all cleaned up, ready to go in. I'm excited to check something else off the list. Get this in, put in the car probably tomorrow. It's supposed to be warm outside, so I can get some of the other cars out of the garage like I did tonight. So it just gives me a little more working room in here. Come back and see us. I may have a problem. I've been sitting here fretting over it, which is part of the reason I haven't put this in before, because I put the fender liners in when I had the car at the other house. And that was a little disaster. I ended up having to take the fenders off to get the inner fender liners in, which are metal on all these old cars. And anyway, can't put them in with the fenders on. So I am praying to goodness, if you guys know where this goes in the car, which you may not, we'll show you here, that HVAC box bolts in there and goes down here. I'm hoping I can just unbolt these if I need to. I didn't put coolant in the system because I wasn't sure if it was going to leak or if there's going to be any leaks anywhere else in the system, so it's just got coolant in it, so it's not a problem draining it. Plus, when I had the radiator redone, they did the drain valve, so it'll drain that real easily. But I think I can get it in there. I'm hoping I can get it in there. I'm praying I can get it in there because I do not want to pull these out again. I've scratched them, as you can see here, in a couple of places. Hopefully I can get these scratches out. I think it might just be smudges, actually. Anyway, pray to goodness we don't have to take that out again. The car is filthy. Been working on it with greasy paws. But she's coming along. That's about the last of the big things under here. I do have to find a compressor. I've got the wiring system for the it's stuck under there. There's wire that runs under here for the compressor and a couple other wires that run back from the wire loom to the front for the compressor, for the switch, and all that stuff. But it's coming along. Stick with us, guys. With a little luck and a little more perseverance, we'll get this GTO buttoned up. I was hoping to have it done this week. Got a couple little things I'm waiting for that I don't have in yet, but hopefully they'll arrive by Wednesday and get things buttoned up. Trying to keep the content coming for you guys. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I got another upload. And please share the video. Again, trying to grow the channel, put a lot of effort into it. It basically doubles the time when you're doing things on a car like this, and I like sharing it. I'm doing it for the fun, but let's grow it while we're doing it. We'll catch you guys soon.